Details to come. Thank you, Dan. 10 News has learned a lawsuit has been filed here in San Diego alleging a scam that's cost investors billions. It's all connected to a business in China that investigators say were total frauds. 10 News reporter Steve Fiorina is here to show us how it worked and the secretive way it was discovered. Steve.
Stevie, let's go back 3 or 4 years. There was an industrial boom in China, and many investors wanted to get on the ground floor, ride the rocket. Well, some have done well, but for many, that ride fizzled.
Businesses on paper, but not in reality, labeled bad actors.
Coal mine companies with no coal mines, timber companies with no timberland.
This video could be one of the smoking guns at trial. Time-lapse photography of what was purported to be a biodiesel plant for China Integrated Energy. The target of a lawsuit filed here on behalf of investors in San Diego.
According to an investor's lawsuit, these time-lapse photos taken at one of the plants, supposedly operating at maximum capacity, show scant activity and no tanker trucks to carry the fuel to market.
I filmed about 4 months, and during that period I found that they produced essentially nothing.
There was a beehive of activity on one day, the day American investors came for a tour.
For the first time in 4 months, we see tanker trucks show up.
And once the investors are gone, so are the tanker trucks.
Just as dead as before.
So this was a complete con job.
Exactly.
The company denies any fraud, but later acknowledged there were problems at this factory.
Chinese companies being publicly traded.
Both the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange were eager to cash in on China's boom, and they recruited aggressively Chinese companies. And now the head of the SEC told us they just did not do a very rigorous job of checking out the financials.
Dozens of those companies have gone belly up, costing investors billions of dollars. There is outrage.
The Chinese authorities have refused to cooperate with the U.S. in going after the accused scammers or in trying to get back the money that American investors lost.
And our thanks to Brian Ross for that satellite interview. More than 100 companies have been delisted and lawsuits filed, including one here in San Diego against China Integrated Energy. That's the one that was featured in that time-lapse photography. Steve Fiorina, 10 News.